Hey, welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm going to be talking about everything that I'm taking to Tromsø for 5 days. I'm going to Tromsø in 2 days and it's currently January, so it's an incredibly snowy month for Tromsø. Tromsø is the largest city in northern Norway and it is above the Arctic Circle, so it can get really cold. The temperatures whilst we're there are ranging from around 1 to around -12, so I'm sort of packing for all temperatures that could occur during that range. We're also going to be doing a lot of activities at night and we're going to be doing lots of activities in remote locations, so I'm trying to make sure I've got everything that will keep me warm. Tromsø is currently experiencing polar night, which means that the sun doesn't technically rise. Now that is due to finish tomorrow, but due to where Tromsø is situated and surrounded by mountains, it actually can last for another week. So we're expecting it to be dark for most of the time that we're there. It's not pitch black. I've read that actually it's kind of like a twilight for a few hours of the day, but we're expecting it to be mostly dark whilst we're there. It's also known for having some of the northernmost places, so it's got a northernmost brewery, it's got the northernmost university, the northernmost McDonald's, so there's going to be a lot to keep us entertained when we're not doing activities. It is a subarctic climate, but I was just reading that compared to its latitude of where it's situated, it doesn't feel as cold as other places due to the Gulf Stream. Even saying that though, I'm just preparing, like I said, for all eventualities. I've lived in some quite cold places before. I used to live in Whistler in Canada where it could get down to -20 and I was skiing up on the mountain a lot, so I had to keep warm. So because of that, I've got a lot of equipment. Let's get started and I'll show you what I'm packing. First I'm going to start with the bag that I'm taking. Got a bit of an issue with that in that my cat is currently on the bag, but this is the bag. I got it from Decathlon, it's £50, I can't show you it properly, but it's actually 90 litres and I got the 90 litre one because it was cheaper than the smaller size option. So I thought it would come in handy. I'm actually moving to Scotland after I get back from Tromsø, so I'm definitely going to need lots of things to be able to take stuff. And the thing that I liked about this bag is that it's a hold-all style bag, but it has wheels. And it also has a compartment for shoes, and inside it's got a little drawstring bag which is really good for putting your dirty laundry in. I'm going to be taking that. I'm not going to bother with compression sacks or anything because I'm probably just going to unpack when I get to the hotel. I usually only use compression sacks if I'm sort of unpacking and repacking a lot and need to have a lot of extra space. I'm also taking quite a lot of stuff. I'm going with my mum and we both have 20 kilograms of hold luggage. I just figured that I would fill it. It's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. As long as I don't go over the 20 kilograms, I'm not planning on buying clothes out there, so I won't be bringing stuff back, just bringing little trinkets and bits, so I can just fill it as much as I need to, and as long as I don't go over the weight, then I'm just going to take it. Because my cat is currently sleeping on the bag, I can't actually pack it, but I'm just going to show you everything that I'm taking. I'm going to start with practical trousers. I'm taking 3 pairs. This pair is actually by a brand called Shambhala. I've never really heard of them, but I picked them up when I was in the Yukon in Canada where it was really cold, and they're fleece lined on the inside. You can toggle the bottom so that you make sure you don't get snow in the bottom. We're doing a snowshoeing activity one day, so I thought they'd be really good for that. I've just got 2 other hiking pairs of trousers. These are both North Face. These ones are also fleece lined, but they're quite skin tight. These ones are looser, but they're really good for wind chill and I can fit thermals underneath them. So that's 3 pairs of practical trousers. I've then got 2 pairs of what I would say impractical, but jeans I'm going to wear out there. These are really baggy, so I can definitely fit thermals underneath. These are just some skin tight jeans, which I can also fit thermals underneath, but I'm just bringing an extra pair of jeans for when we go out for dinner at night. Mostly we'll be in the restaurant, so hopefully it won't be too cold. I'm then taking 4 long sleeve tops. This one is merino wool and it's by Mountain Design, and this one is also merino wool and it's by Icebreaker. These 2 are just 2 long sleeve base layers that I've had for ages. I've worn them skiing multiple times in Whistler and never got too cold, so I feel like they'll be great just to put under my jumper every day when we're going out. I've then got 2 pairs of leggings. These ones are merino wool by Mountain Design again. And these ones are just Lululemon leggings. Now, not merino wool or anything, but again, when I used to ski in Canada, I just used to wear sports leggings under my ski trousers because I found them way more comfier. I do like thermal leggings, but they're not always skin tight. They can sometimes feel a bit baggy, and if I'm going out on the exercise, for example when we go and do the snowshoeing, they actually give you a full body suit. So I figured as long as I've got some comfy layers underneath, because we're going to be out for about 8 hours, then I would rather be comfortable, and I know that they do keep me warm, and they're giving you something, a snow suit anyway, so I don't need to worry too much. Next up is fleeces. So I've actually got 3 fleeces here. This one is a passenger fleece, super warm, fleecy all the way through. This is a Patagonia fleece, again really, really warm, love this one. And then I've just got this one from Decathlon. Decathlon, by the way, if you hear me mentioning lots of different brands, just know that I always started out with Decathlon. When I first got into hiking, I always went to Decathlon first. Over the years, I have picked up other bits, say my North Face hiking trousers. Both of them I got from Facebook Marketplace. Honestly, most of the designer stuff that I have is either from Vinted, Depop, or Facebook Marketplace. This Patagonia hoodie and this passenger fleece, passenger's really reasonable anyway, but the Patagonia fleece was a gift. It's really rare that I'll buy something brand new from one of the branded places, because you can just get them just as good off of secondhand websites. So just bear that in mind. You don't need to be going brand new, spending tons and tons of money. And if you are going to somewhere like Tromsø and don't have a lot of money to splash on all these brands, go to Decathlon. They have everything you need. They have hiking trousers, they have thermals, they have fleeces. I think this fleece was about £12 and it's so warm. They have socks, they have hiking boots. My first pair of hiking boots, which I'm just moving away from now after 3 years, were from there. I didn't even move away from them because they've fallen apart. I just decided to treat myself to a new pair. So anyway, the point of my rant is, if you're going somewhere like this and you do need new clothes but you don't want to spend a lot of money, please go to Decathlon, or even somewhere like Go Outdoors. I find them a bit more expensive because it's not their own brand, whereas Decathlon is their own brand, but just don't stress too much. And that suitcase is from Decathlon as well. Next up is jackets. I picked up this again from TK Maxx. I picked up a brand new Berghaus Hydro Down jacket. These are about £200 brand new, and for some reason I found my size in TK Maxx for 50 quid. So this I'll be wearing out there, and I'll probably wear this most days, but I won't wear it on days where I'm doing any activity. So we are planning on also hiking up the cable car, so I won't wear it then because you don't want to sweat too much in a down jacket. I'll be wearing this out there, and this will be perfect for the evenings walking around. I'm also going to bring my Mountain Warehouse waterproof jacket. This cost me about £40 as well, brand new. Like I said, you can get things. Everyone's wearing these Arc'teryx jackets, and obviously they're good and they're fashionable and they're on trend at the moment, but if you don't have the money, you don't have to spend it. You can get into going outdoors cheaper than you would expect. So yeah, brand new, fully waterproof jacket. And I'm going to bring this because I've got a bit of a larger size, so it fits over big jumpers, and when I'm walking around in the evening, I'll just wear this. Also, it fits over my down jacket, so if it is really cold, I can wear both. And then I'm just going to bring my Patagonia gilet, which keeps your body so warm. This is one piece I would recommend investing in, and I actually got it on their sale page, hence why I didn't get the fashionable cream colour that most people have. I went for this mauve colour, but I do love it, and it keeps your body so warm. And I think one thing that I find when I'm in cold climates is, as long as my hands and feet are warm and my body is warm, then I'm fine. My legs, I don't really feel the cold on my legs too much. And my arms, I hate having like really bulky things under my coat. That's why if I could just wear a long sleeve thermal top and then put this over it and then have my jacket, I'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, this is something that I would definitely invest in. Next, we'll go to underwear, pyjamas and things like that. I'm just going to take 2 sports bras. These are just really easy to wear under everything rather than wearing a fancy bra. And I've just got a body bra from M&S that I'll wear out there on the day, but sports bras are just so easy when it's cold and you don't want to be wearing an uncomfortable bra throughout the day. Next up we have my pyjamas. So just long pair of pyjamas, nothing fancy. And then I have this, which I cannot sleep without. So these are my Loop earplugs. You've probably heard of them. My mum snores, we're sharing a room. I need 0 distractions when I'm sleeping, which is why I also wear an eye mask. I know it'd be dark there anyway, but I need total darkness and total silence for me to be able to sleep. Next up we've got knickers. You don't need to see those, but I've got, I think, 8 pairs. I'm there for 5 days. Like I said, it's always better to overpack. I don't need to justify why I'm taking 8 pairs, that's what I'm taking. I've got 2 pairs of swimming costumes, 2 swimming costumes. We're going to go to a sauna one day and I just thought I'll bring 2 just in case it hasn't dried by the time we go to the second sauna. And then socks. Now I've definitely got too many pairs of socks and I'm probably not going to take all of them, but the ones that I do have, I've got 3 pairs of what I would use as ski socks. We're going, like I've already said, snowshoeing, but we're also going on a Northern Lights chase in the evening, which we could be out till about 2 AM, and we're doing a day tour to all the fjords. I'd rather have warm feet. Like I said, my feet get really cold, and as long as my feet and my hands are warm, I don't care. So we're taking these. I've then got 2 pairs of Bridgedale socks. I think one's midweight and one's heavyweight. They'll be great for just walking around in the day. A pair of Merrill hiking socks, Trespass hiking socks, Dance hiking socks, and I've got a pair of wool knitted socks that my mum knitted me. These might just be for hanging around the hotel in, or if we're just wandering around town. These keep my feet so warm though, so I don't need to worry about that. And that's everything for underwear and general day-to-day stuff. One thing I didn't mention earlier, I'm taking 2 nice jumpers. This one's like a turtleneck woolly thing. It's really warm. I'm just thinking for evenings when we go out for dinner, it'd be nice to have something semi-nice other than a fleece to wear. And then I've got this, which is a wool jumper which my mum knitted, and it's so warm. I overheat in this all the time. I barely wear it in England because it's so warm, so that'll be perfect just for the evenings. Next, I'm gonna go on to shoes. I'm actually only taking 3 pairs of shoes. I'm tempted to take a pair of hiking boots, but it depends how much space I have. So the first pair, my classic winter boots, my Blundstones. I'm just gonna wear these out there. I survived 2 winters in Canada in Blundstones and I never wore anything else. For some reason they keep your feet so warm, especially if you've got a good pair of socks in them. But I did think they might not be totally practical if there's really high levels of snow, which there has been over the last few days, so I got these. Now these are not the most attractive things you've ever seen. I got them in the Mountain Warehouse sale for about 15 quid and they're fully waterproof. They've got a really grippy sole and they just come up quite far on your legs, so I just figured they'd keep me warm because it's a fleece lining as well. And like I mentioned, I'm actually moving to Scotland when I get back, so these will be perfect for just popping down the shopping. I'm not going for a fashion parade, I'm going for practicality. I don't want to be slipping and sliding around Tromsø with people laughing at me. And on saying that, I bought a pair of these. I got these for £16 on Amazon, and I used to use these when I was in Whistler because the ground would get really icy and it'd be really hard to walk around, and you literally just elasticate them onto the bottom of your shoe and they have traction on the bottom and they stop you from slipping around. So for 16 quid, I thought better that than falling everywhere. The last pair of shoes, which I'm obviously taking, North Face slippers, mostly just for going around the hotel. We have breakfast included, so I'll be going up and down to the restaurant in the morning, so I'm not going to wear these outside, but they'll just be great for walking around the hotel in. And then I'm debating, do I take my new hiking boots? Potentially, if I have space. They're super light, so I'm not really worried about the weight of them, and they're fully waterproof, but I haven't worn them yet, so I think I'll take them. But now on to the fun stuff. Obviously, I'm not taking all of this, but this is my hat, buff, glove, scarf collection. So let me have a quick rummage through and I'll decide what I'm going to bring. This still feels like a lot of stuff, but I'll just talk through my thinking and then I might talk myself out of a few things. So, gloves. These will be my everyday gloves. They're warm, they're practical, they're from Passenger. I got them for Christmas, so I'm definitely taking them. And then these are a pair of under gloves that I've got. Now, like I said, my hands used to get really cold, and when I was skiing, it wasn't enough to just wear my mitt. I used to have to wear these underneath as well. So I'm definitely taking these. And then I've got 2 other pairs here. The mitts might be overkill. Just found what I clip my snowboard in with. That's very smart that I put that in there. It's one of those things where you put something somewhere really smart and then you don't know where it is. But I was just thinking the other day, I don't know where my screws are for my snowboard so I can put my bindings on my snowboard, and they're in my glove pocket. So I was thinking smart, just took me a while to find them. Anyway, are these overkill? They might be. I think they're going to go on the maybe list because I think when we go out and do the snowshoeing activity, they do give you gloves, and I think those gloves with the under ones would be fine. And I'm keeping these out because my mum might want them. My mum's a bit worried about not having enough warm stuff, so I'm going to see if she wants them. These will go in the maybe pile. This is 100% coming. Got this from Mountain Warehouse the other day. It's just a big black fluffy snood, and you can literally pull the face so tight. 100% that's coming. This snood, I think that's definitely going to come as well because it's from Passenger, but you can tighten it around the face so it won't fall down. But it's always good to pair them with some snoods underneath. So these ones are always skin tight and they'll grip onto your face, and then if you put a warmer one over the top just for that extra layer of warmth. I seem to have a lot of space in my suitcase, so if I can bring them I will, but I probably only need 2, and that's one for me and one for my mum. I'm not overpacking, don't worry. So they'll come. And then we've got hats. I love this hat, got it for Christmas from my boyfriend's brother. Definitely going to wear that. I could even wear it on the plane, to be honest, so I'll probably just do that. And then my mum knitted me this hat for Christmas, and I feel like, seeing as I'm going with her, I have to take it. And it matches this, which she knitted for me a few years ago, which is so warm. So I feel like she's coming with me, I should wear them. I love them anyway, so it's fine. A final thing, I've got this little Trespa ear cover. Bring that just in case. Last but not least, we've just got miscellaneous random items that I'm going to bring. Number 1 is electricals. I've got my camera, but I'm filming on that so I can't show you it. And I'm obviously going to be bringing my phone. I've got a little film camera, which I'm going to bring just to get some cute snaps of me and my mum. I've got my tripod, a head torch because it's dark most of the time, so just to be safe when we're walking around at night so people can see us. Battery pack. Kindle. Now I have moved away from Kindles and I prefer using books again, but as I'm sharing a room with my mum and I don't want to keep her up with having a light on, I feel like it's better to just use a Kindle. And when we go out on the Northern Lights chase, we could be in the car for like 6+ hours, so to entertain myself I'm going to need to read. Classic travel hack is to bring your extension lead because you can just plug this in with the European adapter and then you've got 4 plugs that you can use. Hair utensils. So that's all the electricities that I'm going to bring, plus all the wires. Bananagrams in case we get bored. And then I have got toiletries. So these aren't really toiletries, but I am bringing, don't worry, I'm not bringing the whole box, but I ordered for £21 on Amazon bulk 40 pack of hand and foot warmers. Now anyone that's used these will know how good they are. You've got toe warmers, and then you've got hand warmers, and they're air activated, so as soon as you take them out of these packets they heat up. And a perfect thing that you can do, for example where I was previously storing my nuts and bolts, you put them into the pocket of your gloves, or you can just put them inside your glove, especially if you're wearing 2 you can put it inside. And basically the way that they work is that the biggest blood flow to your hand is here on the back, so when you wear them and you've got them in that pocket, it heats the veins up here. So if you have them in that pocket, it heats the veins up before they go to your fingers. And then similarly with the toe warmers, you just stick them to the bottom of your sock like this before it goes in your shoe. Some people have also said to stick them to the back of your feet here because that's where the largest vein is, but I always just stuck them here. So obviously I'm not going to take the whole box, but we'll take a few emergency pairs each just to keep us going. Last up is toiletries. I don't really need to show you every toiletry that I'm bringing. I'm going for 5 days, so I'm just taking the very standard stuff. But I have my new Passenger wash bag that I'm taking. I don't have a lot of stuff. I'm probably not going to take any makeup. My face is going to be covered most of the time, so just some tinted moisturiser will keep me going for the 5 days. First aid kit, super important. Always take this with me wherever I go. And then a little travel hack, this is for anyone who, like me, takes vitamins every morning or probiotics or anything like that, but you don't want to take the huge bottle that they come in. Buy one of these off of Amazon. You can fill your pills in there for the time that you're going, and then you just only have to take this, and this will keep me everything that I need in it for the whole 5 days rather than taking multiple different bottles. So that is everything that I'm taking to Tromsø for my 5-day trip this week. I hope I'm going to have an amazing time. I think I am. I'm definitely prepared. I'm not too worried about not being warm enough. And worst case, you can buy stuff out there if you need to, but with the hand and foot warmers, with all my ski socks, with all my thermals, I should be absolutely fine. Fingers crossed for us that we see the Northern Lights. We're going to see reindeers, we're going to see huskies. It's going to be incredible, and let me know if you've enjoyed this. Like I said, it's my first video. I'll put links to my Instagram and my TikTok if you want to follow along for more short videos, and if you'd like to see a video after I've got back of what we got up to, let me know. Thanks guys!